Yeah, I think it did. I think, I was in a lot of Kiki's service games, probably up until a set in 3-2, and I think when you give a player of Kiki's calibre a chance to get back into the match, not once but twice, she's going to make you pay, and I think that's probably the most disappointing thing, is that twice in the second set there I was up a break and wasn't able to consolidate on my own serve. So I think overall, obviously a tough one, but understanding kind of the momentum swings in that match was probably the biggest thing.
Thank you. Next one.
Must be sort of some swirling emotions, Ash. You've secured the world #1 ranking for the end of the year, but you don't really know where you sit in the tournament. Can you just talk us through what you're feeling at the moment?
I don't think the world #1 ranking really comes into it at all. Obviously, it's a bonus, but it's not something that I've really been thinking about. I mean, it's still a few days away yet, and it's certainly not something that I'm worried about. I mean, I'm probably most disappointed tonight in just not being able to kind of work my way through that and continue to do the right things. I went away from what worked in the middle of the second set there tonight, and I think overall we know that we're still alive in the tournament. That's the beauty of round robin, and it's a different format, but it's not gonna stress me out too much. We'll hit the practice court tomorrow, and then come back on Thursday trying to play for a spot in the semis.
And obviously you've played Petra a few times this year, so you're very familiar. What's the mindset going to that match?
Yeah, I've played Petra a number of times this year, and each match has been exceptionally tough. We've kind of split them a little bit, so I think conditions are a little bit different here. It changes things a little bit, but we'll sit down tomorrow and try and figure out a way that we're going to try and nullify her strengths and get it back to my patterns as much as we can.
Thank you. Next one.
Ash, when did you find out that Naomi pulled out and you'd be playing Kiki, and did it kind of have any havoc on your preparations or something for this match?
No, I found out kind of mid-afternoon, so I had more than enough time, and I've played Kiki a number of times this year. Each match that we've played this year has gone the distance and gone very close, so I knew that she missed out on playing here by the skin of her teeth and by qualifying, so I think it was a little bit disappointing that I wasn't able to play Naomi, but I think exciting that I got another opportunity to play against Kiki, and overall I know how I needed to try and play, and at times tonight I just wasn't able to execute as cleanly enough when I was up in the scoreline.
Thank you. Next one.
Up until now, you had a great record against Kiki. What is it about her game that you did match up to really well? And what do you think she's changed in the last couple of years in particular that have made her so effective now?
Yeah, I think Kiki's development over the last 2 or 3 years has been incredible. I think you saw how destructive she was during different parts of this season, but every single match that we've played against each other has been high quality. There hasn't been an easy one, and particularly the last 3 times, and the 3 times this year have all gone the distance, and there hasn't been much in each match at all. So I think it's her first time playing indoors as well, which changed a little bit, which was a little bit of a different kind of feeling to normal, but overall I was in the match more than enough times, and I think overall it's just that the fact that I let her back in numerous times, and she's played enough matches this year, and she's an extremely high quality player. She knows that when she gets her opportunity she can take it, and I think she did that particularly well through the middle of the second set and the start of the third there.